Hey there guys, it's Mark here again. Hey, I've been having a lot of questions, a lot of people getting confused about their bids and about points and that, and so I had to do this, and I just made a short, well, I wouldn't say short, but I just wanted to go over getting a little bit of better understanding and clarification. All right, I just want you all to make sure that you pay attention to this, because a lot of people are saying the wrong things, and I don't want anybody getting in trouble and misleading people in the wrong direction. All right. The first thing is, always remember, this is it. Money that you purchase when you buy bids, okay? Money buys you bids. That's it. Very simple. But bids are not dollars. Bids get you points, okay? So you'll see it in your back office, and you'll see when you get how to get points. You have to buy your bids to give away. Points given. Okay, so basically your points given to you will have a lifespan of 90 days. So whatever you buy in bids and give away, you'll earn on those points. Okay, so but it'll only have a lifespan for 90 days. And those points that you're given for that day, for the next 90 days, you have the ability to earn daily cash rewards before they retire. All right. Also do note that these points are not dollars. All right, many of you, they might see 500 points. And you're saying you think you got $500. That's not the case. But I'm going to show you as we go through how to explain this in a little bit more detail. Alright, so here's an example. Sorry if this me scrolling down here. Here's an example. Say today you purchased $1,000 worth of bids to either use yourself on your penny auction website, which is the zeeklar.com, or for you to give away to your customers. Giving them to customers will actually earn you points. Bids that you actually decide to rather use on the auction yourself, you do not get points for that. Alright, so if you want to go and play on the auction, feel free, enjoy, use wisely. Alright, okay, so you basically you've purchased those bids and you've given them away. That's what we're going to focus on, how to really build this business. All right, you now will have 1,000 points because you just gave them away. I'm going to show you where that will show up. Basically, down at the bottom, I'm going to zoom in here in your back office. This is just a screenshot from somebody. All right, sorry about that. I'll just highlight it down here. You're basically going to see it in your new points. This category over here. All right. And this is the area that you really want to pay attention to. You'll probably see $1,000 right here. All right. Don't worry about these numbers. These are just an example of when you read your back office. All right. So we're going to use this whole video on assuming that you just got 1,000 bids today. All right. So let me just clear that out. All right. Moving on, and I'll go over more about the back office here as well. All right. Now you have 1,000 points, and that'll show up in that new VIP points balance. You will get daily cash rewards on those points every day as long as you are qualified. And the way to be qualified is by simply posting one free ad a day. That's it. Just that one ad. It's not going to help you by doing a second or third. You can do that to market yourself more, but just get yourself qualified when that little green light at the top shows up. All right. Okay, so based on the average which the company's been given out of recent, of history, I should say, they've been giving an average of 1.5% to earn your daily cash rewards on your 1,000 points, and that would get you basically $15. All right. So I'm going to show you how you actually can work this out yourself. Just bear in mind that these numbers, this is just an average. All right, this is what they've been doing. I've noticed that the percentage drops on the weekends to around 1%, but the highs during the beginning of the week, Monday through Thursday, it jumps as high as 1.9 to 2%. So that's how these numbers will change that you're going to see. But we're going to stick through this whole thing based on you've purchased 1,000 bids, which now you have 1,000 points. And we're going to use the 1.5% average throughout this whole thing. All right. So how do you work that out for yourself? It's easy. You're basically just going to take 1,000 and you're going to multiply that by 0.015, which equals 15, which is $15. But it's actually, you're going to get $15 for it, but you're going to convert that into bids, and I'm going to show you that as well. Alright, so let me just scroll to the next page here. Okay, so let's say for today you did earn $15 cash reward. which will show up in the green writing every day. You'll get something, and that's down here. Let me show you. So there's the date for that, and it would show up like that. Even though this person got $1.78, because he had set everything at 100 repurchase as well, so he didn't want anything to go over the change. He's now got 1.78, but we're going to say you got $15. All right, so we'll move on. Let me just clear that out. All right. Now, assuming you have set your repurchase at 100%, which basically means that 100% of your daily cash rewards will go back and buy you more bids. Now, you are responsible to go into your bid give manager, which is in the back office, and give those bids away to your customers or customer. You can choose to give one customer all those bids, or you can split it up however you like. And I will make another video and show you how that's done. When you give those 15 bids away, you'll actually get 15 more points, which will be added to your current 1,000 points in that VIP points balance column, and it'll show up as 1,015. All right. So now we'll move on. Okay, so let's do this one more time. That basically is you have 1,015 points, and we jumped ahead, say, till we're ahead to now tomorrow. And you do the same thing. You post your ad, you get qualified for your daily cash rewards, and assuming the same thing, we're going to stick with the 1.5%. All right, that 1,015 points multiplied by the 0.015 would give you $15.22, which would give you 15 more bids to give away. And obviously you go in the back into your bid give manager and give them away to generate those 15 additional points. Many of you keep asking me, well, what happens with the cents? Well, you would have over here 22 cents left over, and that's not a big deal. No worries about that. All right, those 22 cents will land up going into your leftover change area, and that is right over here. Okay, this is the leftover change here. Okay, as you can see. Now, what we do, you don't have to worry about it because they're going to round everything off to the nearest dollar. All right, so that would be 15.22, which would give you another 15 points. All right, so every day you keep posting, those cents will keep accumulating in the leftover change area until it hits $1. Because you've set it at 100% repurchase, which I've got down here, it's 100% repurchase. When this hits this marker hits $1, automatically you'll go into your back office and you'll see another bid there to give away, which generates more points. All right, so we'll move on a little bit more. I hope everybody's up to date with me right now and caught up. So let's look at it this way. What can we do in 2 days? Okay, you started, what we've done in 2 days, I should say. You started with 1,000 points, you posted an ad, earned 15 points, which gave you 1,015 points. You posted the next day and earned another 15 points, which would give you a balance of 1,030 points. So now you can see these points are growing, and you can be paid that 1.5 on that 1,030. All right. As you can see, over time, these points daily will get bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's not forget that these points that you are given, okay, will have only a lifespan of 90 days. So you get to use those points to earn more daily cash rewards and make those points grow only for 90 days, all right, on those points given for that day, all right, and they'll drop off, and I'll show you that nearer the end of this, all right. So here's how the 90-day retirement works, and it's just an example, and these numbers are only based on the daily average of at a 1.5%, and it does not include the matrix or any other earnings that you can make within the opportunity. This is just based on the starting. You're assuming that today you started at 1,000 points, and what would actually happen over the next 91 days from right now. Okay, so you already know that for today you got 1,000 points. You also posted an ad and got another 15 points, which were added to your total, giving you 1,015 points total. Well, those 1,000 points compounded over the next 90 days, you would actually get points. You would actually land up with 3,762.51 points. Not bad, right? Okay. Well, let's say on the 90th day, the original 1,000 points you were given, which would be today, will actually fall off in 90 days from now. So from the original, in 90 days you'd have that, but what would happen on the 91st day, you would actually see your number drop down to 2762. Now I know a few of you have freaked out, like what's going on? Don't worry about that. You're going to see how exciting this actually gets in a bit. So on the 91st day, you basically, those 15 points that you got will also fall off, and though you're going to think that your number is going to drop, but it won't. All right, you'll just see 15 come off. Now, many of you are freaking out, I know, and I've heard it over and over. So it took me a while to also get it, but it's not that difficult. Let's move on. Let's go ahead another 90 days from that. Okay, so assuming that basically 180 days from right now. All right, starting with 1,000 points, including the points retiring from those 90 days from now, okay, and during that entire course, all right, that would be a total in 180 days would be 6,235.83 points. It's a lot, all right, and that's including all those other points retiring as well, all right. Now check this out: 180 days. Let me just scroll up here real quick. 180 days from today, you would have 6,235 points. Your daily cash reward on that day would be 93.54, based on the 1.5 average daily, all right, on cash, your daily cash, all right. So here's my little example over here. This is kind of to give you an idea. 90 days from now, you'd have this is how many points you'd have. Your cash daily would be this, all right. Oops, sorry about that. 180 days from now, you'd have 6,235 points. Your daily cash every day would be 93.54. Not every day, on that day, sorry. 360 days from now, you'd have 86,751 points. Your daily cash on that day would be $1,301.28. As I wrote a note here, bear in mind these numbers are not 100% accurate. Very close, as I have not taken into consideration 100% with the leftover change, whether you actually convert that and add those days, those extra leftover change into the equation either, all right? But this is very, very close. Oops, sorry about that. So as you can see, you also have the option now. If you're, let's say, 1,300 in that, you can cash that out. You can set your parameter and put it at 0 and cash it out for that one day, and you'd have 1,300, and you could request a check and get it for that day and set it back at 100 and keep earning. Or you could take the $1,300 and buy more bids and make this thing grow and more and more and more. That's what most of the people are doing. And in the next video, I'm going to be teaching you and showing you when you start getting some seriously big numbers, big points, when is going to be best to actually set it at the 80-20 rule. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I'll speak to you guys soon.